Hello, students of Embry-Riddle Worldwide. This is Karen Murphy with Pearson, and my goal today is to walk you through a resource that's going to be used in your thermodynamics course, Mastering Engineering, and to assist you with registering for Mastering today. I'm actually playing in a demo course, so your course is going to look a little bit different than this, depending on who your instructor is. But you'll notice as you're working through your course, as you're inside the modules in Canvas, that there are periodically assignments that are listed as mastering assignments. So for instance, I'm in Module 1 today, and I can see here under 1.5, I have a Mastering Engineering assignment. When I click here, it's going to take me directly through to that assignment. But before we have access to that, I want to show you how to register for this resource so that you have everything that you need to be successful in this course. On the left-hand navigation bar of your Canvas course, there's a link called My Lab in Mastering. This link will be available for you throughout the duration of your term. And this is where you'll be able to access those resources that are Mastering Engineering. You'll notice that there are a series of links, and the first link here says Welcome to Mastering Engineering. So I'm going to go ahead and click there, and it's going to take me through a short registration process. We have a very exciting license agreement that I'm sure you're going to read word for word, and then you can go ahead and click I accept. The next page is going to prompt you to input your Pearson username and password. If you've used a Pearson product before, maybe MyMathLab or a Mastering Engineering for Chemistry, any of those courses, you may have a username and password that you've previously used. It is in your best interest to use that same username and password again. That way, if you ever need to contact technical support, it's easier to narrow down which version of you is calling. And so if you if you know your username and password, go ahead and input them. But if you aren't sure what your password is, you can always click Forgot Username and Password and then input the email address that you believe that you registered with, and we will email you all the usernames and passwords that are affiliated with that address. If you don't yet have a Pearson account, you're going to go ahead and click Create, and you're going to create one. Notice we ask for your email address and your username. We only ask for those once. So make sure when you're typing it in that you double check the spellings. The most common call to tech support is a student who can't get in, and it's usually because there is a typo in that username. We do ask for your password twice, and then we have your first name and your last name. You can pick a security question, and again, a very exciting license agreement. Go ahead and click accept, and then you can create your account. So I already have a Pearson account, and it actually doesn't like when I do that. So let me start back over through the pages. So again, when I click in, it's going to ask for my user account. And on the next page, I have my purchase options. If you've already, in advance of enrolling in this course, gone to the Worldwide Bookstore and purchased materials online, part of your package was an access code. It's a small cardboard that you're going to tear open, kind of like a lottery ticket, and inside that you have an access code. Each access code is redeemable once. You would put in the code here and click Finish, and that will register you for the course. Your second option is to purchase directly online. I'd like to point out, though, that there are two different options available to you. The top option, which is tempting, is a little bit less, but it does not include an e-text. One of the things that you'll find as you're working through your course is if you are struggling in a homework problem, for instance, and you'd like to refer back to the text for assistance, you can click on the e-text link and it'll take you to the page in the book that teaches that concept. Obviously, if you don't have the e-text, it will take you to a page that says that you don't have the e-text. So there's really two reasons to have an e-text. One is, of course, if you're using it as your primary text and you don't have another printed copy, then you most certainly would want to make sure that you have an e-text. Or if you like that feature of being able to use a learning aid and to pop over to the e-text for assistance while you're doing your homework. If you're comfortable not having those resources or you have another print version, you certainly can purchase this option. The other option here for 111 is the digital version that does include the e-text. So again, there's no print book here, but you do have a full version of the e-text. And if you're not sure what you're doing, or if you're waiting on that shipment for that worldwide book, you can go ahead and click here and click Get Temporary Access for 14 days. That will enroll you in the course for 14 days, and then as long as within that first 2 weeks you go back into the course and either input the access code or input a credit card, everything that you do during that 2 weeks will carry over. So that means any work that you've submitted in the first 2 weeks will carry over into the rest of the course, and you will continue to be in the gradebook. So I'm going to go ahead and click yes. I'm going to register myself in this course. And I can click for the first time, go to my courses. And this should take me to my Mastering Engineering homepage. You'll only have to follow this process the first time that you register in Mastering Engineering, and any assignments that I had open and available for me would be here on my course calendar. In the future, when I come to Mastering Engineering, I can either click on this home page to get to that main calendar, or I can click directly into the Mastering assignments to see what assignments I have coming available and that might be coming due. But in the future, you will not need to sign in with your username and password. Every time you log in, it will take you directly into that home screen. I'd like to point out one other thing from this home page. So I'm back in Canvas now, and let's say I'm having some kind of a technical issue with my mastering page. Not with Canvas, but with mastering. So maybe, I don't know, a page is loading slowly, or I feel like maybe I got an error. A couple of housekeeping notes to keep in mind is Mastering Engineering is going to run best in Google Chrome or in Mozilla Firefox. They do support HTML5 and some of the more graphic applications that you're going to be using in this course. If you're trying to run this, for instance, on Internet Explorer, you will have some errors. So if you have any errors, just make sure that you are using Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, and that goes for Mac users as well. Go ahead and download Chrome for Mac. It is a free browser and you can use it that way. But maybe you've downloaded Chrome and you're still experiencing some kind of issue. I want you to know that we do have 24-hour technical support. And if I click here, again, I went to the My Lab and Mastering on the nav bar, and I have all of my regular items. But if I click here on View Support Tools, you'll notice that in addition to student help, which is just some tutorials, we also have 24/7 technical support. And you have two options with technical support. Either you can place a phone call, and we just click here for Contact Us. You can either place a call or you can get on live chat. So I would just choose my country, and then I can either live chat, which is a live person, so you type, they type, or you can click here and we'll give you a phone number and you can actually call directly in. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's someone there to answer your call. If your question is about mastering, that's a great place to go for support. So if you're having any kind of technical issue, again, go to 24/7 technical support. If for any reason the Pearson representative is not able to resolve your issue in the first call, they will give you an incident number. Please do pass that number along to your instructor. You don't have to explain everything that's going on, but that number can be passed on then to me as your representative, and I can help escalate that issue. It's extremely rare. I maybe get one a year that's not resolved, but we want to make sure that you know that you are supported if you should have any issues, as we know you are working remote and online. So good luck in your course, and have a great semester.